Good morning दोस्तों, welcome to सरल sociology. Today's topic is social structure. Social structure refers to the patterns of relationships, roles, and institutions that shape and influence social interactions within a society. Think of it as the invisible framework that guides how people fit together and interact within a community. It's like the blueprint that helps us understand how society is organized and how people's lives are interconnected. Here are some examples and aspects of social structure with relevant examples. Imagine a puzzle and think of society as a giant puzzle where each individual is a puzzle piece. Social structure is the way these puzzle pieces fit together to form a complete picture. Just as each puzzle piece has a specific place and role in creating the final image, individuals have their positions and roles within the social structure. Let's take another example, a house. Consider society as a house and a social structure as the framework that holds it together. The framework consists of various components like walls, floors, and beams, etc. Similarly, social structure comprises institutions, norms, roles, and relationships that provide stability and organization to our society. Let's go through various components of social structure. And the first is social roles. Social roles are expected behaviors associated with specific positions in the society. For example, a doctor has the role of providing medical care, a student has the role of attending classes and studying, the role of a supervisor involves overseeing the work of subordinates, providing guidance, and making decisions. And when it comes to a police officer, he or she has the role of maintaining law and order. Next important component of social structure is social institutions. Social institutions are established systems that fulfill important societal functions. Just as rooms in a house serve specific purposes, each social institution serves a particular function in the society. For example, education institutions provide formal education and prepare individuals for future roles, while religious institutions offer spiritual guidance and rituals. The family is a social institution that provides supports, nurturance, and socialization. It helps shape the behavior and values of its members. Another example is the government, which establishes laws and regulations to maintain law and order in the society. Next component of social structure is social stratification. Social stratification refers to the division of society into different layers or strata based on factors such as wealth, power, and social status. This division creates hierarchical relationships within society. Visualize a ladder with different rungs representing different positions in society. At the top of the ladder, you might have individuals with higher power or social status, while at the bottom, you have those with lesser power or social standing. This hierarchical structure influences how resources, opportunities, and decision makings are distributed within a society. Next important component of social structure is social networks. Social networks refers to the connections and relationships individuals have with others. They can be based on friendship, kinship, or any kind of shared interest. For example, a person may have a network of friends from school, work colleagues, and family members. Nowadays, social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook also facilitate the formation of virtual social networks. Next component is social norms. Social norms are the unwritten rules that guide behavior in a society. They vary across cultures and influence how individuals interact and define what is considered appropriate or inappropriate. For example, in many cultures, it is customary to greet someone with a smile and a hello when meeting them. Similarly, in some cultures, it is customary to remove shoes before entering someone's home. Norms not only vary across cultures and influence social interactions, they also dictate appropriate behavior in different social contexts, such as wearing formal attire for job interviews, not to talk too loudly in a public place, and wait for the turn in a queue. Next important component of social structure is patterns. Social structure is characterized by patterns which are like the recurring shapes or design that emerge from various social interactions. Think of a kaleidoscope with its beautiful and ever changing patterns. Similarly, social structure creates recurring patterns in terms of social interactions, group formation, and societal processes. These patterns help us understand how society functions and how individuals are influenced by the broader social structures. Finally, in summary, social structure is a key concept in sociology that examines the patterns and relationships that shape social interactions. It encompasses social roles, institutions, hierarchies, networks, and norms. By understanding social structures, we can gain a better understanding of how individuals and groups function within a society.